Hello, welcome. This is Diablo, a game that I think has some historical significance and I've been wanting to play for a little while. So I'm running this under Devolution X, which is a modern way of running it. You just have to source your own game data, for example, from a CD of the original game that you may own. And you can play on a modern computer. This game's a little bit gross, a little late to warn about that, I guess. But yeah, so be warned. Anyway, so this game has some personal significance to me, and I think some historical significance just in general. This was the game that sort of made me understand what the roguelike genre was, and I think it did that for a lot of people. So, helped popularize just that entire pattern of games. Man, this is setting a tone. Somebody in a village where terrible things have happened. This sword, I guess, is pretty important. Right, anyway, so dungeon crawler, randomly generated, and we'll see when we get into it. This is kind of experimental in terms of a let's play. I hope this goes well. Usually when I do something like this it does, not always. But I'm gonna give it a try and see how it goes. Late 90s era CGI. Late 90s? When even was this? Yeah, late 90s, that's right. Big red roaring dude. Okay. Yeah, 1996, 2001, there we go. Smacker, video technology. Alright. So right, this is very loud. I need to turn it down on my end. I've already taken a gander through the settings and set a bunch of stuff up. I should... Oh, right, this is really weird with how the input works. So relevant settings... I left everything in gameplay on default, though there's a lot that can be customized in here. Apparently there's a bard and a barbarian class? I'm just familiar with the original three. Maybe I'll turn these on and try them at some point, but right now I'm more just looking for the original experience. Yeah, so these are all the defaults as they were. Oh, this is so loud. I have to turn it down even more. So key mapping. This tells me about things that I can do. There are 8 belt items, bound to 1 through 8. There would be quick spells. One of these is unbound because I did change one thing. Health potion I set to H, mana potion I set to M, those are by default just nothing. Speed book, I don't know what that is. So quick save, quick load. I just put these in the place where I'm used to them. And this one I also added. Press space to stop doing anything. Alt to highlight items, control on the other side of the keyboard to toggle highlighting. Tab for map, that's an important one. I for inventory, C for character, Q for quest log, B for spellbook. Then what's speedbook? Well, I'll check when I get into the game. This is, I think, multiplayer, yeah, so like chat stuff, not relevant to me, I think. Z for zoom. Increase, decrease gamma if you want to do that. Okay. I think a lot of that's not too relevant. I assume this is for playing with a gamepad? Probably? Looks like it. I'm playing with mouse and keyboard the way it was originally meant to be done. Unless you played the PS1 version of this, I guess. So, single player. So, for authenticity, I have to choose a class and name a character here. For an attempt at authenticity, since this game doesn't come with its own name generator, I booted up World of Warcraft and spun that random name generator on the human race a few times. Until I got a bag of names that I like. So your name, as generated by World of Warcraft, is going to be Zarus. So you are going to be my warrior. So right, 3 classes. This is a major choice. Each one of these would involve up to 3 full playthroughs of the game for each of these difficulties. So it lets me choose this here now. I was under the impression that Nightmare was like a New Game Plus thing, and Hell was a New Game Plus Plus thing. I think if I chose either of these, I would just not get much of anywhere, so let's just start on normal and see if I'm remembering this right. This is where a starting character should begin the quest to defeat Diablo. So I guess like when I get to New Game Plus, I can decide whether to increase the difficulty or not. Denizens have been bolstered and improved. Yeah, good challenge. Recommended for experienced characters only. Not experienced players, experienced characters. So like the idea is you'd beat the whole game on normal, then I guess get to start over and then choose the nightmare difficulty. Only the most experienced characters should venture in this realm. That's how I remember it. So, normal. Classic Tristram music. That's the name of the place I am. Whoa, that is some slow walking. I don't remember it being this slow. Okay, that's fine. Character information. Hotkey C. Zarus, Warrior, level 1. All those stats. I don't think I have any equipment on. Where do I see that? In inventory? Here we go. I do have some. I guess these are from boosts like the weapon damage there doesn't boost my strength. That would be like an enchanted item that gives me more stats. So I have a club, I have a short sword. Short sword appears to do more damage. There are reasons I would want to use the club. Weapons have durability, that's right. 100 gold pieces. And if I'm remembering right, I can just drop that on the ground like that. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, this is coming back to me. It's been a long time. Armor class, 9. To hit, 81%. That's a high mischance, but whatever. How is it with the club? Same. No resistances, that much life, that much mana. This will be for level ups. Okay. Simple enough. Quest log, nothing. Map, that's for tab. Okay, so I can have that overlaid if I want. Menu. Ah, that's where the volume control is. I couldn't get to it from the top menu. I'll just edit it as I need to. So Gamma actually looks fine, mostly. It's kind of dark. Let's bump it up a little bit, just for comfort. So, is this what I want? I think I want that up slightly. Okay, even a little change makes a pretty big change. What about, like, 1 notch off of the base? For now, let's try that. Hello, person. Kane the Elder.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
There's that classic line. Talk to Kane. Let's gossip.
The story of Wirt is a frightening and tragic one. He was taken from the arms of his mother and dragged into the labyrinth by the small, foul demons that wield wicked spears.
Okay.
There were many other children taken that day, including the son of King Leoric. The knights of the palace went below, but never returned. The blacksmith found the boy, but only after the foul beasts had begun to torture him for their sadistic pleasures.
Okay, so some of this is relevant. If I talk to you again, do you say the same thing before I do that? Audio balance was a little off there. Let's just bump the music down a bit, so maybe I can hear you better.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while. The story of Wirt.
Okay, so just Wirt again.
The story of Wirt.
Alright, same thing, got it. Kane will identify items, but I have nothing to identify. Okay? Just to double check.
Hello, my friend. The story of...
Yeah, so gossip doesn't appear to change, at least right now. Griswold, the blacksmith.
Well, what can I do for you?
Let's talk.
The axe? Aye, that's a good weapon. Balanced against any foe. Look how it cleaves the air. And then, imagine a nice fat demon head in its path. Keep in mind, however, that it is slow to swing. But talk about dealing a heavy blow.
Alright, this is coming back to me. I think each person chooses what they're going to say on each visit to town, so it'll always be the axe here, Wirt there. But if I come back and gossip, I'll get a random selection of other things. Basic items. Okay, so I could buy a skull cap. Can I see what's on me right now? I cannot. Cloak, quilted armor, short sword. I have one of those already. Can't afford quilted armor. So 3 armor for skull cap, 7 armor for cloak. Cloak may be a good deal. I need more strength than I have, or more dexterity. The axe, that's a good weapon, something something. Slow to swing, fat demon head, etc. Okay, so that's what you have for sale. There are also premium items in blue text. I could afford a fine buckler. 20% armor, armor 3, no required attributes. I probably don't need to buy anything right now. Clearly I have not come with the funds to be able to buy things. I don't wish to sell my club. You can repair stuff, but all my stuff is in pristine condition. Alright. Let's spend a little time looking around town. There's a few people to talk to. Ogden, the tavern owner.
Thank goodness you've returned. Much has changed since you lived here, my friend.
Okay.
All was peaceful until the Dark Riders came and destroyed our village. Many were cut down where they stood, and those who took up arms were slain or dragged away to become slaves, or worse. The church at the edge of town has been desecrated and is being used for dark rituals. The screams that echo in the night are inhuman, but some of our townsfolk may yet survive. Follow the path that lies between my tavern and the blacksmith's shop to find the church and save who you can. Perhaps I can tell you more if we speak again. Good luck.
Alright, so you're like the actual start, giving all the important background here. Let's speak again.
Thank goodness you've returned.
But we're gonna have to do that later because you're just stuck on that dialogue. Okay, Priestman, Pepin the healer.
What ails you, my friend?
Pepin, I don't remember that name. I guess it's just been that long.
Ogden's barmaid is a sweet girl. Her grandmother is quite ill and suffers from delusions. She claims that they are visions, but I have no proof of that one way or the other.
Alright, so you have the actual gossip. Got it. Alright, buy items. Healing potion 50. I have 2 of those right now. Right click to use or use 1 or 2 hotkeys. Full healing, rejuvenation. Scroll of healing. Okay. I think I'm good. Alright, so 2 more people to visit, I want to say. Kinda hidden away, so I have to know where to look and go out of my way. Wait, no. Here's someone. Jillian, the barmaid. I was just hearing gossip about you. Hi.
How may I serve you? Our blacksmith is a point of pride to the people of Tristram. Not only is he a master craftsman who has won many contests within his guild, but he received praises from our King Leoric himself. May his soul rest in peace.
Alright, King is dead.
Griswold is also a great hero. Just ask Cain.
I would, but he just wants to tell me about Wirt. We'll meet Wirt in a second. Ah, Jillian has storage. That's good to know. So I have a stash here with an unlimited number of pages? 40 pages of storage? Are you for real? That's like so much. Okay, yeah, so essentially unlimited storage. Was this in the original game? This seems like a lot. And I don't remember this. Maybe this was added since I played this back when it was a new game. Because yeah, that doesn't feel familiar to me. What's this I'm seeing here? Just a little section of wall. Okay. So right, I need to go up this way. There's a little bridge. So I'm told where the church is. I can go everywhere else. There was an option for turning on running in town. I may activate that after this, now that I've seen what walking speed is like. Wirt, the peg-legged boy.
Psst, over here.
Hi.
In case you haven't noticed, I don't buy anything from Tristram. I am an importer of quality goods. If you want to peddle your junk, you'll have to see Griswold, Pepin, or that witch Adria. I'm sure they'll snap up whatever you can bring them.
Alright, so don't try to sell to Wirt. Got it. So, right. He lost a leg, and I guess that's what the demons did to him, but he made it back alive, and he's like the only survivor from the... well, other than the people who weren't taken, maybe? Oh, I have to pay to see your item? Okay. No thanks. I'm good. I'll do that sometime later. I don't remember the fee just to look. But I guess, yeah, so input money and get maybe something good and rare, maybe not. So he's a potential good money sink. This feels like it's super getting in the way. Can I make that smaller? I can zoom, which makes the problem much worse. It's fine, I'll just deal with it. That's the way it's supposed to be, I think. Actually, how it's supposed to be is on a 4:3 aspect ratio screen, so everything I see over here and over here, that's all extra. This was the 90s, after all. Alright, so Wirt mentioned Adria the Witch. I think that's just the one other person I haven't talked to yet. Nobody has given me a quest at this point. Where is she? She's out here somewhere. So yeah, Click once, character path finds to that location, and I have spacebar to say stop doing what you're doing. So it is tile-based. That's one tile of movement. I can go diagonally. It's isometric, so that's what diagonal is. Adria, the witch.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Mm-hmm.
There is much about the future we cannot see, but when it comes, it will be the children who wield it. The boy Word has a blackness upon his soul, but he poses no threat to the town or its people. His secretive dealings with the urchins and unspoken guilds of nearby towns gain him access to many devices that cannot be easily found in Tristram. While his methods may be reproachful, Word can provide assistance for your battle against the encroaching darkness.
Alright, so that's who he is. Got it. And that's where he gets his goods. So Adria has magical items and also just potions in general, so a little bit of overlap with... Wait, no, this is mana potions. Pepin sold healing potions. Scroll of Town Portal, that's useful. But yeah, I got, like, no money just about. I could buy one thing if I wanted. Perhaps at the blacksmith I should buy some armor. Oh, wait, no, that's for sale. So you will buy potions. Ogden did not buy those, he bought my equipment. So talk to different people to sell different sorts of things. Don't have any of those. Okay, cool. So the question I need to ask myself is, do I want to buy a cap or a cloak or something? I probably should. That cloak looked like pretty good value for money. I could actually buy both. Let's do that. I'm gonna go this way because I think there's like one more thing to see in town. Doesn't something happen if I keep clicking this? Okay. Okay, maybe not. That's fine. This will be something someday, but right now it's not. That's the church up there, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I wanted to talk to Ogden. I don't think I can go in here. This is just a building. It doesn't do anything in particular. What's your name? Sorry, that's Ogden. I'm thinking of Griswold. Different
Whoa,
people.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to buy basic items. Let's get a skull cap. Yes. And a cloak. Sure. Seems like a good idea to have some extra armor. That'll just smooth things over. Cloak goes here. Skull cap. Okay, so armor 9 changes to 16. Good change. 19. Good change. Okay. Cool. So the church. I think my first actual quest comes on the way into the church, if I'm remembering how this goes correctly. Let's follow the path. Isn't there a dying man here who talks to me about something? I don't see one. I was sure there was somebody, like, dying on the ground in front of the church. Did I miss him? Is he not there yet? Am I making this up? I must be making this up. Or it's something that happens later. Okay. I thought I remembered. Somebody on the way in giving me a quest. But I guess not. So now hold on a second. There's a... I need to check something. So this autosaves, right? If I quit the game... Shoot, it quits the entire thing. That's not what I want. I just want to get back to the top menu. Yes, video hasn't hooked on yet. Give it a second. Here in the settings... gameplay... Full uncut single-player version of quests. Let's turn that on just in case it's like decided I'm in a multiplayer game and has disabled quests or something. That's probably not what's happened. Did this restart me? Oh, I needed to quick save. Okay, whoops. So that actually quit the game. So I can't just get back to the title screen. Fascinating. Right, there was a save game right there. Okay, well, I didn't do much.
Hello, my
but
friend.
what I did do was undone.
Stay a while and listen.
Let's see if people have different things to say.
Ah, Pepin. I count him as a true friend. Perhaps the closest I have here. He is a bit addled at times, but never a more caring or considerate soul has existed. His knowledge and skills are equaled by few, and his door is always open.
Alright, people are going to have more things to say. I don't think I want to do another round of emptying that out fully. Let's see if Griswold has
What can I do for
the same things for sale. No, it's different. Okay, well, I'll have a different set of items now. Alright, well, hey, this is giving me an idea of... I'm pretty sure my inventory is the same. Giving me an idea of how things are randomized. Let's buy Skullcap again. These are the same as far as I can tell. And just a regular old cape for the other slots. Not as good, but it's what I have now. And just in case this matters, I'm going to talk to you. Alright, yeah, so that's the same. Didn't buy anything else. Alright, so if quests were off, they should be on now. So yeah, I can just go straight here. Yeah, okay, here we go. That's what I thought I remembered. Okay.
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this Butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
Okay, find the Butcher and slay him. That is the first quest. And he is no longer moving.
Your death will be avenged.
Alright, that was my character talking. The Butcher!
Please,
Whoa,
listen.
okay, so that's how I listened to that again. Got it. Before I enter the church, I want to look around a little bit more. I'll get to the game soon. Almost there. Graveyard here. No side entrances to speak of, I think. Just the front one. Okay, got it. And then there's this thing over here. Again, that'll matter eventually, but not yet. Alright, down to dungeon. Let's do it. So, game starts for real. Weapon is out.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
Sanctity of this place has been fouled. Let's see, if I hold shift and click, I can attack without moving. If there's something to attack, I can also just click on it and attack it. So mostly mouse controls here. Inventory. So that's just another club, less durable than the one I had. Hi, Skeleton Captain. Do I hold the button, or do I have to re-click? Let's try holding. Well, everything's dying in one hit. So... don't have to worry about that yet, I guess. Fallen one. Okay, yeah, so I can just hold and keep on attacking. Hi? Pretty sure there's nothing friendly down here, so I can attack with impunity. I feel like some of these chests may end up being trapped, so I should be careful if appropriate. So this is a worse cape than the one I have. Armor 3, durability 4 out of 6 not identified. So if I take this to Kane, it may turn into something special. Well, it will turn into something special. It may turn into something that I want. Getting all the way back up there is a little bit of a pain, though. I'm going to keep going, maybe until my inventory is full or so. So right, this is auto-mapping. Let's fill in that little corner. If I had gone into this dungeon in that previous game that I abandoned, then the layout would have been different from this. Did it save my gamma settings? It seems really low. I'm going to actually turn it up a little bit more. Yeah, that's a bit more comfortable. Alright, so I could go straight down to level 2 there if I wanted, but I want to explore level 1 first. So these barrels, tell me about the barrels. I bop it and it shatters. Some of them explode. That didn't hurt. So that's nice. Rags, not special. I can tell by the white text. Okay, and if I just drag my mouse around, yeah, I can move like that. Got it. Alright, so target priority. That's how much damage those do. Right, and if I... okay, next time I see something drop on the ground, hi. There's a button I can hold to highlight it, I think. I blocked that, so that would have done damage. It tried to. Yeah, okay. So, oh, there's a bunch of stuff I did not see. Potion of mana, potion of healing. Useful. How's that cape compare to the one I'm wearing? It's the same but less durable. And my inventory is already full because I've been picking up every little scrap of junk that I find. So this may not be a game where that makes sense to do. Or maybe it does, and I should just go slowly and...
Too much baggage.
Yep, we'll be hearing that a lot, probably. Can I use a bow? Okay, let's throw away this junk. Where'd that bow go? I can. I have too much baggage, again. Let's drop one of these clubs. Okay, I can use a bow. There's another character class who's better at this. But I can do it. Okay, I might hang on to that one. Would be a bit safer for fighting... Oh, that's a skeleton captain, but I've fought skeleton captains before. You shouldn't be such a big deal. Alright, so the idea is... Griswold will tell me about this at some point in Gossip. Blunt weapons are supposed to be much better for skeletons than sharp ones. So if fighting skeleton, the club is what I want. Okay, there's a small chest. Bunch of skeletons in there. Right, so that is a... There are bars on the, between those pillars, so those actually can't get to me until I open the door.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
Alright, so... Carrying too much. Small axe... I guess I can't use it yet? Or... Oh, no, I can't carry my... shield at the same time. Okay, let's throw away the worthless rags, but I'll keep the good ones. I don't think there's ever an inventory upgrade of any sort, so I'm just stuck with this tiny inventory for the whole game. I will have to be very discerning about what I pick up. I've taken a bunch of damage, so that alone may be a reason to go back. I got a scroll of healing though, so that's nice. I have potions I can drink. I'd prefer, if I can, to save those for in combat if I need to heal quickly. Let's see what a scroll of healing is like, though, just so I know. Alright, it's like that. Pretty straightforward. Whoa, bunch of stuff going on. There's a door by the... Oh hey, I leveled up. How nice. You dropped a bow. Is it better than the one I have? Yes, it's blue. So that means it has special attributes when I identify it. I don't think they do anything until identified, so I'm busy. I'll level up in a second. Scavenger, sure, okay. So, points to distribute, 5. My life is down by that much. So I have 10 magic, 20 dexterity. I don't know what I need yet, but let's just assume I want some strength, some dexterity, and some vitality. Let's put 2 into strength and vitality and 1 into dexterity. Just as a random guess. So I want to see if I can get a reasonably... Oh hey, so my chest armor's already breaking. Get a reasonable clear on this level. Then I'll go back and sell stuff and we'll have a game loop. So there's a special short sword. Durability is that, durability is this. Required 18 stir, which I have. I'm gonna just throw this away, probably. I'm happy with this club for now. It hasn't taken any durability damage. How does that compare to my buckler? Armor 3, durability 10. Armor 5, durability 9. So, more armor on that buckler. Just because the name is the same doesn't mean that the stats will be. So I'm pretty full on potions, actually. Clearly I can use those fairly freely. That's a better one. Okay, let's, I have a lot of space at the bottom of my inventory that can deal with that. Since all equipment seems to be 3 tall. Purifying Spring. Sounds nice. Will that heal me when I touch it? Let's clear the room first. I'll probably take some damage doing that. So the little demons with the pointy sticks. These are the ones that abducted Wirt, right? Short Staff of Holy Bolt. That sounds like sorcery stuff. Guess that doesn't do anything for me now. Maybe it cures status effects or something. Required 20 magic. So if I want to go into magic, I could maybe use that, but the warrior is not built for magic. I should probably just leave it here. However, it may sell for more than this cape. So let's bring it along for that value. Okay, so how's my exploration? Got something here and something way over there. Clearly this continues. I think the levels are fairly sizable. So there's probably a lot to go still. Ouch. When my health's down below half, let's say, I will drink a potion of not full healing and see how much it heals. Just to get a feel for it. I want that, okay. Also, does this slowly turn red as the durability decreases? Right, so you're at 4 out of 12. Let's just watch it as it goes. Okay, so big explosion. Health is below half. Let's drink one of these. Brought me up by about a fifth of my total health. I feel like I should have quick access to this. And I don't need mana potions right now, at least. Oh, right. So, spellbook. I have a scroll of healing, that's a scroll. I have the item repair skill. So that's a thing the warrior can do. Let's try it on this cape. Let's try it on this cape. How do I... Hotkey S, item repairs. So that selects the current spell. How do I use it though? Right click? So right click to cast. Yeah, so the current durability goes up, but the maximum goes down. And I think Griswold might be able to repair things without reducing their permanent durability. I don't care much about this cape because it's very basic and will be quickly replaced. So it's a good test item to see how that works. So yeah, that's the warrior special. He can repair things on the field. Otherwise I'd just be stuck with them breaking and have to go back to town to do something about it. Alright, so the only way I have not gone is this door and that way down. That leads to a whole new level. I want to clear this level first if I can. Bunch of monsters here. Alright, I don't want to be fighting this many at once if I can avoid it. That's fine. I want to try something. Next time there's a monster not too close to me, I want to shoot that bow. So, let's see. Okay, works great. It's not identified. I would like to identify it before I use it too much, just so I know what I'm working with. Oh boy, bunch of dudes. It's fine, they're not very aggressive. They seem to have little to no interest in me, unless I'm standing right next to them. Okay. Level up, nice. How far does this floor go? I'm seeing something over here. There's a lot to it. Let's have some strength. And you know what? I'll put a point in magic. Maybe I'll do something with it. Sure. But for now I will assume magic is mostly not for this character. I would play the sorcerer for that. And he will just continue hitting things with heavy weapons. So right, I am interested in at least sampling every class and trying Nightmare and Hell difficulty. So I guess that would imply a minimum of 5 playthroughs? Gonna play this by ear, we'll see how the first one goes. I'll decide after that. Maybe it's interesting enough to do, like, normal Nightmare Hell every All 3 classes, maybe even the bonus ones. Don't know what will happen. But for now, let's just have some fun as a warrior. Those zombies just fall apart when I touch them. That was a new noise. Who was that? Perhaps the scavenger? I haven't seen many of those, so maybe that's just what they always sound like. They've just been quiet so far. So if I hold... Let's see, let's press... I think I've toggled items on, yeah. Maybe I should just leave it that way because otherwise I'm gonna miss stuff. That's probably a good idea. Okay, one bit of exploration still here. Many skeletons. Cap, it's blue, and...
I can't carry anymore.
Well, find a way then. How about if you drop the... Ooh, busy. It'll stay on the ground if I go to town, I'm pretty sure. But it's better if I can pick it up now. Do I still have my basic short sword? No, I threw that thing away. Do I care about these? Maybe a little. This is just an ordinary axe. Let's actually try that for a moment. So it's two-handed. I lose my shield. I want this cap, though. Well, there's a way to do that. Check it. There we go. Armor 1. That's not very good. But maybe it has secondary attributes that are. Okay, that's clear. And I think this is clear other than these couple of little corners. This game taught me the word sarcophagus. Axe seems nice. Yeah, but I am more vulnerable with it. I have been blocking with that shield. So if I need more attack power, axe is a good option. If I don't... Oh, I can't actually unequip it now because of the way my inventory is packed. That's fine, I'll be an axe man until I go back to town, which is right now. Don't think I can pan this map or zoom it out any, as far as I know. So I just have to walk around to see if I've explored everything, which I think I have. Let's go back up. Alright, so I think the butcher is on level 2, maybe? So we'll get to that quest soonish, probably. Let's do a selling and repair cycle here. And before I forget, that's the quick save button. Is that the same as doing this? Yes, okay. So, save like that. Hello, Kane. I would like to give you some business
Hello,
first.
my friend. Stay a while and listen.
100 gold each, identify. Oof, okay. I think I'm most interested in this short sword. Yes. Sharp short sword, to hit +3, +35% damage. Sounds great, let's use it. Alright, so let's try an alternate approach. I have a scroll of identify. I'm going to right-click to read, then left-click to target these rags. +5 to strength, sounds good, let's put that on. And it's 4 out of 6 durability, not great. But let's see if Griswold can improve that.
Well, what can I do for you?
And also I'd like to sell some of my junk. Which junk? This cape, mainly. For 2 gold, oh boy. So hold on, first. I have a skull cap, I have an unidentified cap. So let's identify that to find out if it's worth wearing.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Cap of sturdiness, high durability. It is not. That's kinda terrible. I'm going to sell that one. I still have the money for the short bow identification. It's dull, it's bad. Let's sell it. I will find a better one on the ground, probably. You saw how quick stuff was dropping there.
Well, what can I do for
I wish
you?
I could look at my inventory while I'm selling, but this game is a little too old for that kind of innovation. Cap of sturdiness, you go away. Sharp short sword, you stay with me. Dull short bow, ooh, doesn't sell for much. It is a bow, and I don't otherwise have one of those. Let's stash it, since I would get nothing out of selling it. Let's put it in the, what's her name, stash? What is her name? Jillian.
Good day. How may I serve you?
I'd like to access my storage. So what I think I'll do is finish this inventory management, which is mostly done already. And then... do I need all of these things? I don't feel like I do. This I should sell. Finish inventory management, this I should sell. I would sell that to Adria because Griswold didn't want it. Right. Unless I want to keep it and try it with more magic. I don't know if I'll get 20 magic anytime soon. I probably won't. In fact, I should sell... let's sell 3 of these mana potions. I'll hold on to 1 of them. Right, and repair.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Let's sell the... I'm going to keep the axe. I'll sell the club. I'd like to repair... probably all of my stuff, right? It's going to cost some money. Can't repair the short staff of Holy Bolt, but I'm selling that anyway, I think. Small axe is fine. Buckler, yeah, I should repair that. Doesn't cost much of anything. Okay, so that's what this looks like. So I can go two-handed for the big damage, or... actually, isn't this just more damage? Damage 3 to 9, damage 3 to 11. I mean, this is just clearly better. Let's sell the axe.
What can I do for you?
It's a tiny bit less damage, but a significant amount more defense and block and stuff. Okay, so this is what I want to sell to Adria. And I'll see how much money I end up with. I have a scroll of healing, that's nice. And a bunch of potions. Yeah, so before next time I may turn on Run in Town just because this speed doesn't need to be as it is. The speed's fine in the dungeon.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
So sure, you can have this potion of mana, this potion of mana, this potion of mana, and a Staff of Holy Bolt. Alright. Looks good to me. I'll hold on to 1 potion of mana in case it becomes relevant for my character. Alright, so this is pretty cool. Remembering how this old game went. Seeing some history. And yeah, so next time I'll work on level 2, and right, so what I was saying was I'll do another round of gossip with the townsfolk, just to see what they have to say, because it is interesting. This water in the well looks really bad. Oof, that's no good. That's probably... I think I get a quest at some point to try and fix that. Anyway, see you next time for more of this.